Red Bull have been hit with sporting and financial penalties for breaking F1's budget cap. Mercedes chief Andrew Chauvelin has claimed Christian Horner exaggerated claims about the extent of the damage their budget cap penalty would lead to. The Red Bull team boss suggested that 10% reduction in wind tunnel time and CFD testing was a draconian measure. He also said the penalty would have a major impact on their car performance going forwards, with a loss of around half a second per lap. However, Horner's complaints have been questioned by Mercedes trackside engineering director Chauvelin, who suggested the real total is close to just 1 or 2/10 of a second. He even argued if Horner was correct, teams at the back of the field would be around 3 seconds off the leaders. Speaking in the press conference, Chauvelin said, "The scale of that penalty isn't much more than what you would lose if you're just one place higher up in the championship. So it's not as big as the penalty if you're positioned 2 places higher. So I think describing it as draconian is an exaggeration. Reducing the number of runs does limit your freedom when you are developing concepts. But we're in reasonably well-explored regulations now. You definitely have to be more efficient, but if it were half a second, which I'd heard mentioned, then a team at the back of the grid would have over a 3-second advantage to one at the front, and that simply isn't the case. It depends on how well you make decisions during the year. I'd have thought a tenth or a bit more than a tenth, 2/10 at the upper end is realistically what that would cost you." Red Bull were found guilty of breaking the cap by £1.8 million ($2.20 mil) last season. But the FIA has confused. The real value of overspend would be just £432,000 (50 mil) if Red Bull submitted a tax spend correctly. Horner defended his team in a Red Bull press conference yesterday afternoon, claiming the reigning champions had received no performance advantage from spending more money. The 48-year-old also called out Red Bull's rivals and demanded an apology for damaging the brand. He commented, "But there was no intent. There was nothing dishonest and certainly no cheating, which has been alleged in certain corners. I don't feel we need to apologize. I think there are lessons to be learned. Everybody can learn from this."